Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. So we are from group 29, LAX2047 Poetic Society. So for today we are going to record about group discussion 2, which we from group 1, we will recite our poem about poverty. And after that, we will discuss the meaning or anything about the poem. So, Izzah will recite the poem. So first, my name is Nurul Karina binti Kamaruddin. My metric number is 199140.
Okay, my name is Nurul Izzah binti Mashum, matrix number 199202.
My name is Nur Atika binti Mat Zainuddin. My metric number is 197980.
My name is Norfatia binti Samad and my metric number is 198425.
Hi, my name is Nur Shafika Masrin. My metric number is 196130.
Hello. Do you guys hear me? Okay. Hello, my name is Nur Shamimi Izzati binti Ruslan and my metric number is 198557. I think that we all have done with our introduction, right? Is anyone left? No? Okay. So the group one can recite their poem first.
So I will be reciting the poem first. I'll share my screen. Can you see the poem, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So for this week, we have my group has done a poem on poverty. So I will be reciting it. Okay. Okay. My eyes see poverty on the news, on the streets. My heart feels poverty, feeling from those struggling for their lives, working the 9 to 5. What I see, what I feel cannot be compared to what poverty really is. Lot of hunger and having no food is poverty. Not having spare clothes to take a bath is poverty. Needing a shelter but not having one is poverty. A child is sick but cannot get treatment is poverty. Mother refusing to eat so her 2 children have enough food is poverty. I can only see and feel the hungry eyes that stare at the food that we have faced. So that is the poem that Group 1 has done on poverty. So for today, we would like to discuss on this poem. So do you guys have any thing to say about the poem that we have done?
I want to comment something. So group one, what is your inspiration to do this poem? Like, are you guys watching any videos or anything to write this poem? Thank you.
So basically, our inspiration on making this poem is basically from the news, from watching videos on YouTube, because poverty has become a common thing in our lives because we have seen it from we can see it on the streets when we are going to KL. Basically, we can see that people are struggling for their lives. People are working 2 jobs to provide for their families. So that is our inspiration on making the poem.
And we also get inspiration from the news on social media because like in Twitter, many people are um, tweeting about poverty that the family has undergo. So I think that is one of our inspiration while doing this poem.
Okay. So in my opinion, that but first of all, group one, good job. I think that it's an excellent form. So but I just want to no, I just want to give some opinion. Want to discuss that Iza mentioned about the inspiration, where this inspiration come from. You look at the locally in a locally coverage area, but I think that poverty crisis is not only happen locally, but it is also a crisis that happen globally. As we can see, the refugees in Syria, refugees that we can see all over the world. We can see that poverty is something that come in handy with them. It's never separate, and they like poverty is like a shadow in their life, and they are living in poverty every day, that we can see in social media that Karina said just now. That they are lack of food, they don't have access to education, for example, due to their um, don't have a constant income for every month. So they also feel hunger, don't have any shelter. They also don't have access to health. That is the most important thing for me, because health is one of the basic needs that everyone needs to have. And that's all for me, I think. So poverty, even though we see poverty is one thing, but it's related to many things actually. It's related to food, it's related to how the people live every day, access to education and access to health. So that's all my opinion.
Okay, can I go next? My opinion that this poem is very straightforward. You can feel and you can see that the writers shows that it from its point of view. They use I can feel, I can see. It's very straightforward, and I really like that. It's easy to understand. And also they use some examples of situation like um, the mother refused to eat because of the two children. That shows how much the poverty uh, affect some people around the world. So I think it is a very good poem, very straightforward, easy to understand. Thank you.
Uh, Thank you for three of you because commenting. First, I would like to discuss about the point that Mimi said just now. Um, when we see poverty, like what Mimi said, poverty is not about having no money, but it's related to everything. So that's why in our poems we talk about hunger, we talk about a work, a job, we talk about how people who is poverty is their life, how they're struggling, how even though they are working, but they still they call they call them as poverty. Even though they are working, they still hungry, and they still have no shelter, as um, what we can see, like Iza said just now. When we go to KL, we can see many uh, what
people that there are many people we can say that there are poverty actually but living in the city. So I got your point, Mimi, and thank you um make telling us that point.
Also, I want to highlight about the last stanza of the poem, which is, "I can only see and feel the hungry eyes that stared at the food that we have waste." Basically, this is a wake up call to us. We are privileged to have food on the table. We are privileged to get education. We are also privileged to um, have water, have enough clothes on our back. So basically, those living in poverty do not have what we have. So we have, on this last stanza, I wanted to highlight that we have to be grateful of the things that we have, because what we have is something that is basically unattainable for them. And also, we have to be grateful, and also we as citizens, we can also help them by making donations or finding any shelters that can help, and that we can help. So that's all.
I think I also want to say about the food waste. Yeah. Sorry. My Okay, sorry, my laptop just ran out of battery. So I just want to say that I just want to conclude from what Iza said just now, that we should take for granted for what we have today. Maybe some if we don't appreciate it, maybe we'll lose it sometimes. So I think that we should aware of this by I think that by reciting it, by understanding it, by understanding deeper, we can actually feel that poverty is not something that we can take lightly for. So I hope that this issue will be end um in the future, even though it needs cooperation for everyone. So that is my hope. Do you guys
Uh, I think I agree with Shamimi's point. Because in my point of view, I think poverty is preventable if everyone takes part to prevent it. Because we can, like Iza says, make donation, to collect some fund, and then they will. Actually, we can end poverty if something impactful. If we do something impactful for the one that are currently struggling with the money that is poverty.
Yeah, I'm also agree with what you guys had commented just now. So we as teenager, not just the elders should play the role. We from the young people should also play the role to be grateful, not wasting food, and yeah, always be grateful. And government and non-government organization should cooperate to prevent this poverty issue to be what increased. Like from what I have read, the statistic has said that the poverty percentage globally had decreased. So uh, the both organization and all the community, when they cooperate, we can um, decrease this percentage, and yeah, everyone, and we can prevent the extreme poverty globally.
Okay, can I add up something? I think for the wake up calls, we can also add about what Atika said just now about homeless people, people who lives in the city but not in their home, refers to the homeless people. And also, I think many of us take this home for granted. So some teenagers don't want to go home, don't want to hang out with their friends, not spend time in their homes. And also about uh, what? That's it. Thank you.
Um, and I think that everyone have we all have discussed about this matter. I hope that everyone aware. I think that we all already aware, but it's just that a wake up call, just like you guys said just now. Something that we should do. We should um figure out by not wasting our food, by making some donation and others. So I think that that's all from us. Thank you guys for cooperation for coming to this meeting tonight. I just want to ask that when do you guys free for our next discussion so that we will discuss the same issues, but the other group, my group two will be the one who recites and we will discuss it together. So is it okay at the same time and
Hmm.
same
I
date?
think
No, same date.
Yeah,
same time next
Okay,
week.
okay.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm free
Also, okay.
on this date and this time.
Yes. This date. No, this date. This.
No, no, no. For the next week and with the same time.
Okay. Okay,
Next
guys.
week,
Thank
the
you.
same day with the same time.
Okay, thank you
But
everyone.
yeah.
All right.
Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you,
you, everyone.
everyone. Have a great
See you
day.
next week.
Next
Have
week.
a great weekend.
Thank you.